What's going on, Taurus? Welcome to your weekly forecast for the week of October 5th through October 11th of 2020. We got a lot taking place. We got Pluto direct this week, all the Capricorn energy moving forward now. Of course, Mars squaring Pluto. We got the Sun making its third quarter square to the Moon. Mercury opposed Uranus. There's a lot going on, and how is it affecting you is the big question, right? Well, that Sun in your sixth house is definitely having you keep an eye on your reality. It's having you check up on health, make sure that the routine and everything is being analyzed and in order. And of course, it's going to, at the end of the week, square Jupiter. So, I mean, there's definitely something, you gotta like almost break out and like make sure you're weighing things out, but also analyzing things in the right way. You have to keep your reality kind of clear here, which is difficult because you have Mars retrograde in your 12th, squaring Pluto. This Mars retrograde in the 12th is extremely difficult. You almost have to just surrender. It's really like surrender time, especially with Neptune over here in your 11th house, sextiling Jupiter. There's something about just surrendering to spirit and the unknown and not putting too much pressure on other people, not putting too much pressure on the universe, but just going along for the ride. To just let the adventure take you with no expectations of what's going to happen and just, you know, stay curious about what could come. You know, that's like the ultimate thing here. So it's hard to put your energy into things in the physical world right now because you almost have to put your energy into yourself on a real deep, even spiritual level with that Mars retrograde. Now, of course, this is putting a lot of pressure this week, I would say, on your third house of Cancer. You know, there's definitely a communication, like you got to be able to voice yourself and you got to kind of keep a clarity of mind here. It's, and it can feel difficult, I think, but that's what's up, is like when you can speak your truth and not so much fight your way out of things, but to be smart and curious and just keep things going in that direction. The North Node in your second house here is going to conjunct the Moon. And, you know, it's making, you know, whoa, almost lost the screen there. It's making a quincunx over to Pluto. You know, the Moon is not necessarily comfortable on the North Node here, but again, you have to find that emotional confidence in a big way. And that's where the true transformation can take place, by going along with the adventure and finding the confidence in yourself to just really let whatever comes come, and almost just surrender to the curiosity and the stimulation of the adventure that you're on. So there's definitely a lot of surrender, I would say, for you this week. You do have Venus in your fifth house, in your love house. So I would say that Venus here is trying to bring you love in a big, powerful way. It's trying to like let your joy and passion and love out. And Venus is going to also trine over to Uranus in your first house. You need to love yourself in a very authentic and unique way. And that's the ticket, is to be confident and to be true to yourself and listen to the guidance that's coming in. And make that, that ultimate self-worth of being in your unique truth and rolling with that, rolling with whatever comes and whatever feels good spiritually. Venus is also making some hard aspects to Jupiter, Pluto, and Saturn with sessi-quadrants, and then also a sessi-quadrant to Mars retrograde. So it can feel really sticky, I think, if you're trying to force things. It is the ultimate surrender to the beauty of love that can absolutely, bring you this confidence and this ability to trust in this adventure and just enjoy it. But definitely, it's going to come with some sticky feelings that you have to go deep within to really express and get out in your own unique way. Mercury here in your seventh house, there's definitely a lot going on, I would say, with relationships, and it can be out of this world with the opposition to Uranus, especially as Mercury is going retrograde. You got to figure out how to stimulate your mind. You got to be able to make sure that your relationships are totally aligned with your own unique beauty, your own unique values, and what is, giving you that vibe, that ultimate like vibration between another person, to find this balance also within yourself. If there is no other person, you know, this can bring up big conversations this week. This could bring up a lot. So, you know, make sure you're doing things for your heart, from your heart, and for looking out for your own unique love and passion. Relationships can be difficult if you're in them. So, you know, make sure that it's aligned from the heart. That's the key to this. Align from the heart, trust in spirit. And I think you can get over some of the weird stuff that is coming. But we also get that third quarter square taking place in your third house. There's a lot about expression. You have to express from a very deep emotional place. And that's going to help you build the reality you want on this big adventure that's starting to move forward in a big way. You got the High Priestess. You got to go deep and deep within yourself. You got to see both sides of everything. The veil's thin right now. You got Mars retrograde in your 12th. You got Jupiter direct in the 9th. There's an expansive universe out there, and you kind of got to explore all the dimensions, I would say, and not get too stuck in reality. Although the sun in your 6th house is like, hey, you got to get reality right too. So it's a sticky place with your Mars too. It's like, where do we put the energy? And it's in the surrender, and it's in this intuition that you have to listen to. And when that intuition hits, put your energy into those things and don't try and force things. And I think, you know, you could have a pretty positive week. I mean, I hope you do anyways, but trust your intuition. It's going to guide you in powerful ways. I love you very much. Hope you have a great week. Peace.